Modern gaming has honestly started to feel a little bit samey for me recently. Like, don't get me wrong, the PS5 has some incredible games, but I just feel like a lot of people are missing out on some genuinely awesome hidden gems, most of which even give me that weird PS2 era vibe, where the games just felt way more creative and unique. So today, I just wanted to show you some underrated PS5 games that seriously deserve way more attention and bring you back to that special era of gaming that is sadly missing nowadays. I genuinely don't understand why more people didn't talk about evilwest when it came out. The game honestly feels like an Xbox 360 action game, but in the best way possible. It's just pure fun. You're basically fighting vampires with a massive electric gauntlet, shotguns, flamethrowers. It just gets ridiculous. The gameplay is heavily influenced from the 2018 God of War game, and the atmosphere, it's amazing. It makes me feel like as if I'm playing Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare, and gives me the vibe of Sinners, which is a great film by the way. And what I also love about this game, it doesn't waste your time with stupid filler content. It's just a linear, level after level game with satisfying combat and crazy enemy encounters. It just reminds me of when games were more focused on being fun, rather than some massive cinematic experience with a broken story. The game's got great cutscenes, great gameplay, fun story. If you miss old school action games, you seriously need to try this game out. I can't lie, I absolutely love the Gungrave series. The first two games on the PS2 were fantastic. I loved the spin-off anime, and this game has one of the coolest openings to any video game in my opinion. This game is just pure dumb fun. It feels like something ripped straight out of the PS2 era where the developers just tried to make the coolest thing possible, and they didn't care if it was over the top. The only thing that mattered was if you're having fun, which is what this game is full of. You're literally just mowing down hundreds of enemies with dual pistols while sliding around and smashing everyone with your giant coffin. The story is insane, the dialogue is ridiculous, but that's kinda why I love it. The game's not trying to be realistic or grounded, it just wants to make you feel overpowered and stylish. And I honestly really miss games like that. You need to give Gungrave G.O.R.E a go. I barely heard anyone talking about Sandland when it released, which is crazy because this game's got so much charm. The world, the characters, the vehicle customization, it all just feels super creative. And honestly, the biggest compliment that I can give it is that it feels like an actual adventure game from the PS2 era, just modernized. You're constantly unlocking new vehicles, exploring weird locations and fighting massive enemies. In this game, there's always something new happening. Plus, the art style is just incredible. Akira Toriyama's style works perfectly in game form. And if you like anime games but want something different from the usual arena fighter, definitely check out this game. And RIP Akira Toriyama, you're an absolute legend. Thank you so much for all your work. I feel like this game got overlooked purely because people assumed it was just another cheap license game. But in all honesty, Samurai Jack Battle Through Time is actually way better than I expected it to be. The art style looks fantastic, the music and atmosphere feel authentic, and it really captures the vibe of the show perfectly. It genuinely feels like you're stepping into the world of Samurai Jack. But even outside of nostalgia, it's just a really fun action game. The combat gets surprisingly satisfying once you unlock more abilities and weapons, and there's actually some decent challenging parts too. What I like most though is that it reminds me of PS2 era license game where developers would just focus on making something fun, instead of trying to turn everything into a massive open world experience. It feels focused, stylish, and easy to just jump into and play. If you're a fan of Samurai Jack, I genuinely think this is worth checking out, and even if you've never watched the show, there's still a solid action game there that barely anyone talks about anymore. Highly recommend Samurai Jack. Now, I have a lot of fond memories with Dreams. Funnily enough, my first two YouTube videos were based off Dreams games. As you're seeing right now, Courage the Cowardly Dog was the first video on this channel, and somebody made an actual game based off the show in Dreams. Dreams is honestly one of the most creative games Sony has ever published, and I still think it deserved way more attention. This game basically lets people create entire games, animations, horror projects, short films, you name it, literally anything. And what's crazy is how many genuinely impressive creations people have made inside this thing. Some of them honestly feel like fully fledged indie games or just games in general. It reminds me of old school game creativity, where the developers experienced with weird ideas constantly. It's such a unique experience, and there's really nothing else quite like it on PlayStation. I highly recommend Dreams for your PlayStation 5, or even your PlayStation 4. I hope you all enjoyed this Hidden Gems video, but more importantly, I hope you all found yourselves a game that hopefully caught your interest. If you did like the video, please smash a like on the video and consider subscribing to the channel. We just hit 100 subscribers. So thank you all so much for your support, and I will continue to keep bringing out more content just like this and keep improving each video. Thank you all so much. We're going to be doing a 100 subscriber stream this Friday. Please consider following the Instagram page, following us on Twitch, and yeah, stay tuned for more videos, and until next time, take care, God bless, and I wish you all nothing but the best. Peace.